Hey there. You know, the Cold Kiwi Motorcycle Rally has been held since 1972 around Mount Ruapehu in the centre of the North Island. Initially on a site about halfway along the desert road, then it moved around to a site near Horapito. A few years ago it moved to its current site near Waiouru. If you do the maths, 1972 to 22 doesn't add up to 45 because this year was the 45th Cold Kiwi Motorcycle Rally, and that's because of a few times it has had to be cancelled. Don't quote me on this because I have done my research. In other words, I googled it. It was cancelled once during the 70s because of the fuel crisis. It was cancelled in 1988 apparently because of very heavy snow, and it didn't run for the last couple of years because of that dreaded COVID thing. So this year was the 45th Cold Kiwi Rally. The three of us set off from the Hawke's Bay. I was on the Guzzy.
And I'm on the Guzzy. It's part of my cunning plan, you see.
Max was on the FJR.
Tell me, Max, what do you think of the bike? You look pretty comfortable on it.
And Daryl, also known as Kiwi Adventurer on YouTube, was on his trusty Africa Twin. So we rode over the Gentle Annie, the Napier Tie Happy Road, one of my favourite roads, over mountain ranges and the long valleys. We made a stop at the Springvale Suspension Bridge for a stretch of the legs and continued on to the North Island Volcanic Plateau and the town of Waiouru.
Waiouru, headed for our army, the army museum there. So turn off just up here, make our way to the site.
And just north of Waiouru is where the Cold Kiwi Motorcycle Rally site is. And where we met up with my son and a couple of his mates. After introductions all around and everybody settled in to the site, and the madness of Friday night at the Cold Kiwi began.
I am totally deaf now.
Yeah. Well, we're going for a little morning ride. Get breakfast. Going to be getting some practice in. Well, it was supposed to rain this morning and it hasn't yet, but it does look as though it's coming. It's called the Cold Kiwi. It was fucking cold last night. Yeah, mate, yep. Oh, good on you. Breakfast, here we come. The main trunk line is over on our right hand side and it goes across a bridge over here at Tangiwai. And Christmas Eve 1953 was the Tangiwai disaster when the overnight express from Wellington to Auckland came powering through here around about midnight-ish, and the bridge had been washed away. The train went into the river, all except 2 or 3 carriages at the back, and 153 people lost their lives. And so whenever I'm coming past here, I always stop here and pay my respects. Welcome to Tangiwai, Weeping Waters. Time stopped this day at 10:21 p.m, 24th of December 1953. New Zealand being such a small country, and especially back then, I don't know what the population was, probably 2 million or less, that they say that Within the world there are 6 degrees of separation between people, but in New Zealand it's more like 2 degrees of separation. So as I was growing up, it seemed that every family had a story about a relative who was either on that train or was supposed to be on that train or some close connection to it. Here we are, the bustling metropolis of Cold kind of a ski resort place these days. It's filled up on Mount Ruapehu, but unfortunately it's so wet that I just read news the other day that 120 odd workers on the ski lifts have been laid off early. There's the big carrot Ohakuni is also famous for. It's quite a big kiddies playground in there. That wasn't there last time I came through. And last time I came through here would have been at the last Cold Kiwi, a couple of 3 years ago. Righty-ho, back we go. Little breakfast fitted up. Looking forward to the crazy events at the rally. Now that's a cool looking outfit. Don't know what the bike is from here. Russian BMW. I thought the bad weather was coming in, but hey, so it seems to be staying away a bit. Lovely, lovely. My yellow ribbon was on when I left Ohakuni as I turned in. Oh,
Maybe your bike. What sort of bike is that?
that's
What colour scheme?
all good?
All good, man.
Thank you, man. The first and last time I'll ever do that to my cousin. It's time I grew up.
Welcome to our new catering team. Hey, Presto.
So before all the fun and games started in the afternoon, it was time to have a wander around and look at bikes.
I missed the first video. I'll get you next time.
Chuck my helmet on, mate.
Oh, good on you. Yeah.
Don't want to go too far from around it.
Yeah, mate.
And chat with fellow bikers.
Okay. I thought I saw a V85 here, and then I couldn't find it this morning. Did you go out this morning?
No.
No? No, but there's another one up here as
Oh,
well.
is there?
The red one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on a Grizzo, you know.
Oh, that 1200.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw that as well. Yeah.
Yeah, the green one.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, oh yeah, she's my highly strung Italian mistress.
Yeah.
How long you had this?
This is the second V85 I've had.
Is it?
Yeah, I bought the first one in the country.
Oh yeah.
Well, the first shipment.
Yeah.
And then I liked it so much, so I wanted to get the one with the tubeless tyres.
Okay, well, there's always a little bit of bad news to cover as well. Not always the good news, but a little bit of bad news. Unfortunately, somebody thought that the digger last night was theirs rather than the landowners. Hey, hard enough to get a good property. As you know, we're on to about property number 6 for the Cold Kiwi over the years. And somebody decided they should have a play in the digger last night and caused some damage.
And as usual, the guys from the Drury Motorcycle Performance Centre up there in Auckland, they came down with their tyre changing gear and all that to change the tyres on anybody who wanted to do the burnout. But first up was the mighty hill climb competition.
Get that jump on, over the lawn. I don't know. Plus like they're completely stock standard, and he might have turned it, had the ability to turn it to $10,000 worth of Nigel. This is Nigel, by the way, folks. It's that up your voice, veering over to the left, and he'll go back to the right, he's going to back the other way, go back the other way. Take off, here we go, first down, see this.
And followed by the helmet dash. The only rules there, you've got to wear a helmet. Other clothing is optional.
Oh, they're pretty well bunched together, and they've gone out wide now, the seats aren't the leg it down on the knees. One out in front, here he
And then came the event most people are waiting for, and some not, the burnout competition. And first up among our group was young Bismarck on his SV1000. First time doing a burnout. He actually won a prize for this one.
Let's do more of it. Reset time. Get ready to go to the famous SV650 Suzuki. Beautiful. quite sure what would blow first, the tyre or the motor. So there we have it. Wicked to see. Come on, folks.
And next up was my son Christopher, a chip off the old block, some would say.
There we go. The Suzuki's lined up again. This is the Bandit, so keep a look out for this one. Got the nice Micron on board here for some performance power on the back of the black bracket lined up as well. Got the screen here. So look at it. Just got to make sure we get into the right position.
That's my boy.
And then it's back to the shed to get the good tyre put back on.
She's proud of it. We're proud of her. Fantastic. Red Band Racing as well. We are back. We are back. Still got some rubber, still got some rubber. Love the straight pipes, love those straight pipes. Well done, well done. Sensational, 1 minute 54.92. The biggest so far, and the light still works.
And we have a winner. And so to round off the afternoon's activities, the tug of war competition. So Sunday morning, everybody packing up, heading home to wherever home is for them. after a fantastic Cold Kiwi organised by the Ruapehu Motorcycle Club. What a lot of effort goes into these events. They're supported by a few sponsors and also the Christian Motorcycle Association. Those guys do a lot of work with the Cold Kiwi. Some of them are on the gates. They hold breath testing for anybody who wants it, to make sure that when you leave the site you are riding or driving legally. A great effort put in by lots and lots of people, and I'm sure everybody that was there had a great time and really appreciates it. Until next year, another fantastic Cold Kiwi Rally.
So Max, when we were here on Friday and I asked you the question, what was it like having your father-in-law riding up your ass behind you, you gave me a Max answer.
Forget you instead of me.
Why?
Because you're the one at the end.